Welcome! Today we will crochet a colorful scarf with big bow. So let's get started. We will use a multicolor yarn, it's called Fashion. And we will use a size 3 hook. If you didn't find this brand, you can use any multicolor yarn. We will use almost 120 grams of yarn for this scarf. Start with a chain of 35 stitches, this will be the width of the scarf. Skip the first 3 stitches and do a double crochet in the 4th stitch. The whole scarf will be rows of double crochets. As we can see, we're doing 1 double crochet in each stitch. So in the first row in the scarf, we will do 1 double crochet in each chain stitch. Chain 3 to do the first double crochet in the second row. And continue the same way, doing 1 double crochet in each stitch. And we'll work our way through the scarf making rows of double crochets. We'll do 146 rows of double crochets. This will be the length of the scarf, it will almost be 155 centimeters. So if we wanted to increase the length of the scarf, we can make more rows. And as we said, the starting chain represents the width of the scarf. So we can change the width of the scarf by changing the count of chains at the beginning. Following the same pattern, making rows of double crochets, 1 double crochet in each stitch. And we'll do 146 rows of double crochets. So now we're in the second row and we will continue until we get to the desired length. Now the scarf is completed. As we said, the length was 146 rows, which is almost 155 centimeters. The starting chain was 35 stitches and this was the width of the scarf. And the length is 146 rows of double crochets. If we wanted to change the size of the scarf, we will consume more yarn. This scarf consumed 120 grams of yarn. We can use any available brand of multicolor yarn with density similar to this one. Now we'll start the bow. And we will use a yarn called Ollie's Baby Best. We'll also use a size 3 hook. Start with a chain of 85 stitches. The bow is basically a rectangle, and as we said, we'll start it with 85 chains. After we finish it, we will fold it in halves. I'll demonstrate this after we're done. Now we'll start working into the starting chain. We'll start with a row of double crochets. Skip the first 3 chains and do a double crochet in the 4th one. As we said, we'll do rows of double crochets. So we'll start with the first row, doing 1 double crochet in each of the chain stitches. Now we did the first row of the bow. It was 1 double crochet in each of the chain stitches. Chain 3 and start the second row. And continue the same way, doing 1 double crochet in each stitch. The bow will be 9 rows of double crochets. We'll work our way following the same pattern, doing 9 rows of double crochets. We're working in the second row and we'll do 7 more rows the same way. Now we finish the body of the bow. As we said, the starting chain was 85 stitches. And we did 9 rows of double crochets. In each row we did 1 double crochet in each stitch. And the result was a rectangle of rows of double crochets. Now we'll fold this rectangle in half. And then we'll connect both of these sides together. Connect the yarn and insert the hook into each 2 opposite stitches. And connect them with a single crochet. Then the next 2 stitches. And pull through both. And connect them with a single crochet. Then insert the hook into the next 2 stitches. Pull through both stitches and connect them with a single crochet. Continue the same way, connecting each 2 opposite stitches with a single crochet. Now we've connected both parts together. We did it by connecting each 2 opposite stitches with a single crochet. So both sides are connected together like so. We folded the body of the bow in half and connected both ends together, as we can see. We'll flip it so the seam line of single crochets is on the inner side. Now we'll make another part that will form the bow shape. We'll also make the ring that we'll use to connect the bow to the scarf. First we'll do the part that we'll place in the middle of the bow. It will also be rows of double crochets. The starting chain will be 9 stitches. And we'll do 9 rows. So first we start with 9 chain stitches. Then we'll skip the first 3 stitches and do a double crochet in the 4th stitch. And continue 9 rows doing 1 double crochet in each stitch. As for this part that will hold both scarf ends together, the starting chain in it will be 6 stitches. And we will skip the first 3 stitches and do the first double crochet in the 4th stitch. And we'll do rows of double crochets, doing 1 double crochet in each stitch. This part will be 17 rows. Keep in mind that the length of this part should be adjusted so it fits the width of the scarf. And be suitable for the size. It shouldn't be too tight on the scarf and also it shouldn't be too loose so the bow wouldn't be placed properly. Now we'll start connecting these parts together. This part will be in the middle to form the bow shape. And before we shut both ends of the wide part on the middle of the bow, we'll place this part that will be wrapped around the scarf. So this part in the middle of the bow will be shut on the bow. And on the ring that will be wrapped around the scarf as well. Adjust this part like so. And we'll connect it the same way. Connect the yarn. We'll connect this part just as we connected both ends of the bow, connecting each 2 opposite stitches. Insert the hook into both stitches and pull through and connect them with a single crochet. Connect the next 2 stitches the same way. And the next ones as well. Insert the hook into the 2 stitches and pull through both and connect them with a single crochet. Now as we can see, we connected both ends together. We did that by connecting each 2 opposite stitches together with a single crochet. Now we'll connect the ring that will be wrapped around the scarf the same way we did in the previous part. We'll connect each 2 opposite stitches together with a single crochet. Now we've connected both ends of the ring. And as we can see, the ring around the bow is shut around this part as well. I'll cut off the extra yarn. Now we've removed the extra yarn. And it's preferable that the seam line of single crochets in on the inner side. So after we did the body of the bow, we folded it in half and connected both ends together. We did this part and placed it in the middle of the bow. The starting chain was 9 stitches and it was 9 rows of double crochets. And then we did the ring that will be wrapped around the scarf. The starting chain in this part was 6 stitches and it was 17 rows of double crochets. And when we connected both ends of the part on the middle of the bow, we placed the other ring inside it as we can see. So the ring on the middle of the bow is shut on the bow and also shut on the other ring. And after we connected both ends of this part, We also connected both ends of this ring so we can wrap it around the scarf. And when we wear the scarf we will place the bow so it holds both ends of the scarf together. Put the ring around the scarf like so. This is how it'll look. And we'll also put the other end of the scarf into the ring so it'll be tight around both ends and holds them tight. This was the last step in the scarf. If you liked this video don't forget to like and share. And if you have any question write it in the comments. Subscribe now if you want to get all our new videos. Thank you.